Tom.
Hello everybody, Tom Fox here, back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the last episode, we exited the tomb on Korriban after fighting a lot of apparent memories from our character here and being just oh so evil. In this episode, we are going to be kind of going around the ship and seeing the stuff we can do, because I think I have all the parts to make a lightsaber. Where is Baudur? There you are.
Hey, General. I want to talk to you.
What is it?
Maybe the others don't know what's happening, but I can see what's going on, and the others have felt it too.
What are you talking about?
You can't hide it, General. Just look at your face. I saw other Jedi who looked like you during and after the war. It's that woman. You have to get away from her. She'll destroy you.
Let's see. What should I do here? You don't have to worry about Kreia. She doesn't have any hold over me.
Just be careful, General. You don't know what she wants, and she's got some goal. I'm sure of it. Was there something you wanted me for?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
What kind of lightsaber do you want to create? A double-bladed lightsaber or one-handed? I am a two-weapon fighter, and according to my my dark half inside the tomb there, I had a double-bladed lightsaber. An elegant weapon. I now have a double-bladed lightsaber. I think it'd be a little bit more fanfare, but hey, you know, them's the breaks, I suppose. And it's green. 2d12. Doesn't really say if it can be upgraded. It doesn't say fully upgradable or that can't be upgraded, but let me see. Use the workbench to upgrade items. Lightsaber. Upgrade item. Do I have anything I can upgrade it with? Improved ion energy cell, which deals more ion damage. As well as a pure Berothis lens. Attack modifier up, bolt reflection in there, and damage bonus 2 to include more energy. Nothing I could do there, and there's 2 other crystals I could put in here, but I don't have any of that. Anything more I could do with armor? Not at the moment. What was the weapon to switch weapons? Is it C? No. There we go. We'll get a more appropriately colored crystal for that one. Let me check HK here. Hello, HK. This looks like one of the damaged AK unit. Reinforce the droid's damaged chassis with the one you have. Success, you've installed the chassis. I think I'm only missing one item on HK-47 here. At any rate. T3, what's going on, my bud? DD? Let's see. I might be able to, maybe some advanced maintenance is in order. The Drew Woo. Lock your motivators and unlock the side panel. 3D. 3D! I never heard that sound before. D. We'll try again later. When I've trained my skills some more. So I can't do that until D. I've done more. Kreia probably isn't all too happy with me right now. But I would like to speak with her. I don't actually remember which room she is. There she is.
Ah, you are here. You felt it, did you not?
It was a sound, like power.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade, such is the way of the greatest of the Sith marauders who seek strength in war and their rage? Or is it the ways of darkness and shadow that you seek? The power that comes from striking unseen and sensing weaknesses in others, the ways of the assassins of the Sith? Or perhaps your way lies with the Sith and the heart of their darkness, to recognize what strength is and bring that strength to those that follow you and those that defy you, the way of a Sith Lord.
Training and learning the ways of the Force as a Sith Lord, as that goes along with his wizard stature. However, that is going to cause some issues down the line when I am unable to handle myself in hand-to-hand combat.
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
You become the prestige class of taking your first steps to the higher mysteries of the Force, which grants me an automatic level up, fortunately. Ooh, and I get another attribute as well. What do I want to put that towards? If I'm looking more for defense and combat, maybe Constitution, maybe Dexterity. I think my Wisdom and Charisma are pretty good right now as it is. Maybe a little bit more in Charisma. Wisdom allows you perception, high wisdom adds your force points and force power saving throw. Whereas Charisma... high Charisma increases the potency of force powers. So more damage on force powers and less people able to resist it. I'll go Constitution because that would... I'm honestly not sure. Could try to dodge better, or I could try to take more damage. Let's do that. And I get a feat, so that's good. Unfortunately... Oh, no, wait. No, it's still the same. And my class skills stay the same, but I do want a feat. Weapon Focus Lightsaber, Prestige Sense, and Dark Side Corruption. Let me see what those do. If I can find them. Dark Side Corruption. A Sith Lord's command of the dark side is so great it influences his companions. Some are weak and will grow more corrupt. Others will find a new resolve from a Sith Lord's influence to become even more aligned with the light. A Sith Lord's corruption grows in strength as they grow in power. What else do we got? All right. Oh, good. I already picked Weapon Finesse Lightsabers. Excellent. What was the other feat I gained? Because I can't seem to find it on here. More sensitive. Prestige Sense. Though more involved than other aspects of the Force, Jedi Sense continues to improve. +2 defense at level 1 in addition to additional +2 for every subsequent 8 class levels. Its bonus is stacked with Jedi Sense, but they're determined separately for each class. And then I can do weapon specialization to add more damage, which I think I do want. Because I already took weapon finesse. Glad I had the foresight for that. Crush Opposition 1? What is that? This power saps the will of every enemy within a 15-meter radius of the target enemy. Is this ones that are... Okay, yeah. These are ones that just gain through level up. Enemies can resist the effect of the will save. The attacking character plus... Okay, this effect lasts for 45 seconds. Target suffers -1 to hit and -1 to will saves. It's actually not that great. Does it get any better? Kind of? If the player chooses to walk the path of the light side, this power will no longer function. Interesting. What is this? Beast Trick. Beast Trick distracts a creature or beast, make it easier to sneak by them. Oh, I don't really care about that. Did I unlock more force powers by doing this? I could scream harder. Drain force? Nah. So many decisions I have to make. And figuring out what it is I want. Oh, and I've got 2? Why? All right, affect mine. Let's start with that. Suppression. Ability will cancel and improve versions of the following force powers. Force orders. First 3 tiers of Force Inspire. Cancel instantly. Target can reactivate them if the force points are available. Interesting. So basically I could just have a tug-of-war with somebody over that. Let's increase screaming as well. Man, I'm evil.
You have befriended the Seer.
The Miraluka? Why do you call her a seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. Despite your urges, it would be better to deal with her now. Whether you intend salvation or slavery, she is a threat to us. She serves one of the greatest of the Sith. She is the most trusted and only apprentice. Yet you spare her. Why?
Because there's nothing gained by murdering her, yet.
We shall see. There may be value in such a choice to keep her alive, or perhaps not. Whatever your intentions toward her, keep them restrained. Whether mercy or lust, we have time for neither.
If she threatens any of us again, I'll deal with her, I promise you.
Is that so? Well, perhaps there will be a second chance for her to inflict harm, so you may test such a statement. It is good that you have never wondered what lay beneath her robes, if her alabaster skin was as white and unblemished as her face, or if perhaps she bore the scars of slavery, and if that would stir you more. If perhaps her deferent tone would change once you held her by the throat and showed her how far a Jedi can fall. Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind, Exile, and such passions are not strength but erosion.
I wonder how many people this is exactly targeted towards, where it's like, yeah, the only reason I spared her is because she's hot. My feelings for her are nothing like that, and you know it.
No? Then perhaps I was simply mistaken. See to it that you do not ever think such thoughts. Mating with her will bring more harm than you know. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
She sees through the Force. Maybe she could help us find the lost Jedi.
Perhaps. I am not convinced.
And said her planet was wiped out, that it was only a colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy. You know why her homeworld was destroyed?
Because it was its time? Perhaps you should ask her. It begs many questions. Her people are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is obliterated, scoured from the face of the galaxy, and all that remains is a Sith.
Well, if her people are all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the Seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I had other questions. When Visa's attacked, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
All right.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaiden's training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Hey, T3 is a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Katan, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
Was I always able to do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Gain +1 awareness and recovered some of your connection to the Force. Am evil right now! I gotta figure out those last 2 syllables for that I am evil song. Hey!
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not the question I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
In the med bay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance.
How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
My life is unimportant. Your master threatens more than just me.
I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
Let's see. I need to find him before he's a threat to my power. If he is behind the fallen Jedi, then he must be stopped.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
Your master has trouble detecting me. How are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people, your world now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
I've seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between Qatar and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Qatar. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
Were you the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see. This is a very dialogue-heavy episode, and I apologize for that, but you're getting lore!
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
Why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Why did your master destroy Qatar?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Why did the Jedi meet on Qatar?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Damn. Or it may starve him and make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud. Why did the Jedi... Oh, where I already know why the Jedi meet on Qatar. Never mind, I'll be
Forgive
going.
me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Oh, dang. Let's see. Why? It is only a weak servant who has no use, It is only that a weak servant is no use at all. Surely the Sith taught you that.
I must warn you. If you weaken yourself for me, then it will kill you.
I understand where your power over the dark side comes from. You were too even-tempered and submissive for my taste. Good lord. Let's see. What am I looking for here? I do have a thing up that shows me like the influence stuff, but I also want the prestige classes for the other characters, so there is going to be a little bit of a discrepancy if I go too far down the path with Visas here. Now, in other words, not weakness, it's strength to them both.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
We've spoken enough. I must go.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Net light side shift. Ew. Influence gained and lost with Visas. Ugh. Alright, well. Let's see what else we got going on. Hey, Atten! What's up, buddy?
I don't know what that witch did to you, but she's dragging you down into whatever hole she came out of.
I'm only saying this because there's still a chance for you to stop this before whatever darkness she brought on you eats you alive.
Spoken like a true coward, like a Jedi. I have some questions for you.
All right.
Let's, can you teach me how to play Pazak?
All right, but I'm out of...
Forget it, I had some other questions.
All right.
Teach me how to play Pazak?
All right.
Wait, I already said that. Let's play Pazak.
All
Get it? Never mind.
Look, I've heard about the Force and what it does to people who can't control it, or themselves. And it shows in everything you do, and in your faith.
I'm in control more than ever. Right? Am I in control? Hello? Never mind. He's just gonna be spewing the same stuff he did before. Talk to T3, I don't think there's anything more I can do with Bowdur. And, until I get stronger, I'm definitely not gonna be able to beat her in hand-to-hand combat. I could try, though.
Yes?
Can you teach me some fighting moves?
I do not understand.
Seems like it's a good place to begin. I understand, I'm ready. Prepare yourself then. No items and no force powers, huh? Power attack! This is the, she has so much health. I'm actually kind of doing well, but that luck is probably gonna run out pretty soon. Yep, oh, there it goes. I cannot think of a way strategically to win this fight as I am now.
Well, but you announced...
Forget it, I looked at ask some more questions. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You can always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
I don't think anyone trusts each other here.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or
I think we've had this conversation before. I'd like to ask some other questions. Did H ever mention me?
she said you betrayed...
I think I've been through this one.
That is...
Let's see. I had some other questions. Why do you look different from your sisters? You have a different mother but the same
I do
father?
not wish to discuss it.
I apologize. I meant no offense. Oh, we've been over this as well. Okay. Alright. Well, we've had a lot of talking around here. T3 and pretty much everyone else on the ship. So, I'm thinking next time on... This was a very talk-heavy episode, to which I apologize. But, I'm feeling that next time on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, we figure out another place to go to. We went to Korriban, we've still got Dantooine, Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, and we can go back to Telos if we want to, but, I think, one of these three would probably be better suited for us. Maybe we can head over to Dantooine. We've been to one Jedi Academy, we can go straight to another. See y'all then! Later!